Everything is energy, and when you're ready, the secret to controlling it will be revealed. If you're here, watching this video, it's probably because you're ready to take that step. Here's something you might not have heard before. This secret isn't hidden somewhere far away. It's already inside you, waiting for you to adjust your perception to access it. Think about it. The entire universe, from the brilliance of the stars to the rhythm of your heartbeat, is a dance of energy. And you're not just an observer of this dance, you're an essential part of it. But what's stopping you from taking control? It's the invisible filters of your mind that limit what you perceive and block access to these infinite possibilities. Today, you'll learn how to start breaking down these barriers, expanding your awareness, and finally accessing the power that has always been within your reach. Are you ready? Let's dive in. What is energy? This word, so common in our lives, carries a much deeper meaning than most of us realize. Energy isn't just what makes the physical world function, like electricity or the heat of the sun. It's the fundamental essence of everything that exists. From the pulse of a star to the faintest thought, everything in the universe is energy, constantly moving, transforming, and interacting. Now, imagine this energy as an invisible field around you. This is the human energy field, a vibrational extension of your very existence. It reflects who you are in all your layers: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. It's like a unique signature, containing information about you and interacting with the world around you, influencing and being influenced by everything it touches. Have you ever walked into a room and felt a heavy vibe without anyone saying a word, or felt instantly comfortable around someone radiating good energy? These are direct examples of how your energy field responds to external energies. It's a constant exchange, almost like an invisible dance between you and the universe. But where does this energy come from? It's generated by you through your thoughts, emotions, and intentions, and it's also shaped by external forces you encounter every day. This is where science and spirituality begin to converge. Neuroplasticity, for instance, shows that your brain can rewire itself based on experiences. And just as the brain creates new pathways, your energy field adapts, responding to every emotion and thought. The beauty of this is that you can learn to sense and even harmonize this energy. But don't worry, you don't need any special skills to start. It's simpler than you think. Here's a quick example. Right now, stop for a moment and focus on your breathing. Feel the air flowing in and out without trying to control it, just observing. This simple act of attention is the first step to connecting with your energy more consciously, and that's just the beginning. At the end of this video, we'll discuss more detailed practices to work with your energy field, expand it, and harmonize it. For now, just know that this energy is real, it's always present, and when we learn to perceive it, we begin to tap into a power that's already ours, but often lies dormant. Unlocking invisible barriers. We all carry invisible barriers, limiting patterns that act like walls within our minds and energy. These barriers aren't always obvious at first glance, but they manifest subtly, holding us back from reaching our true potential. They may show up as automatic thoughts, recurring feelings, or even habits that seem impossible to break. But what exactly are these blocks, and how do they form? Imagine your mind as a river. When you were a child, that river flowed freely, exploring all possibilities. But over time, difficult experiences, criticisms, or fears began to place stones in the flow. Eventually, these stones created diversions, and the once free-flowing river became a constrained path limited by predefined routes. These diversions are the limiting patterns that shape what you believe is possible or not. These blocks often start with simple but powerful thoughts. I'm not good enough. This is too hard, or I don't deserve this. They repeat so often that they get absorbed into the unconscious mind and are then reflected in your energetic field. These beliefs, even though false, become the filter through which you view the world, creating a reality that seems to confirm them. To understand how these patterns work, think about learning a physical skill, like playing a musical instrument. At first, your movements are awkward, as if your mind is struggling to connect the dots. With practice, your brain creates new neural pathways, making the movements natural and automatic. The same happens with limiting patterns. They've been practiced for years, becoming automatic. The difference is that unlike learning an instrument, these patterns don't help. They block you. The good news is that just as you can learn something new, you can also unlearn what doesn't serve you. The first step is to recognize these patterns. This requires a moment of honesty with yourself. Stop and observe. What thoughts arise when you're about to try something new or challenging? Do you feel fear, doubt, or hesitation? These are the signs of invisible blocks at work. One practical way to identify these patterns is to pay attention to your emotional reactions. When something triggers a strong emotion, like frustration, anger, or sadness, there's often an energetic block tied to it. For example, if you constantly feel rejected, there might be a belief pattern saying, "I'm not worthy of love." This belief, even if unconscious, affects your energy and interactions, creating a cycle that reinforces the belief itself. Releasing these barriers begins with small practices of self-awareness. A simple exercise is this. When you feel a block, pause, close your eyes, and ask yourself, is this belief really mine, or did I absorb it from someone else, from a past experience? Then, visualize this thought as a stone being removed from the river of your mind. Feel the relief as the water, your energy, begins to flow freely again. Another powerful method is using conscious affirmations to reprogram your mind. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking, "I can never do this," replace it with, "I am learning to succeed step by step." These affirmations, repeated with intention, start to create new neural pathways while softening the existing blocks. Working with energy means understanding that it has its own intelligence, a dynamic that doesn't need to be forced but rather understood. Every movement, every vibration follows universal laws that, when respected, allow energy to flow efficiently and harmoniously. Resisting or fighting against this flow is like trying to hold wind in your hands, a futile effort. But learning to guide energy is like adjusting the sails of a boat, letting the wind carry you in the desired direction. Think of it like the workings of a water wheel. It doesn't function by fighting the river, but by harnessing the natural force of the water to generate movement and power. Working with energy invites you to observe where it's already moving, and instead of trying to alter it, use its force to shape your intentions. It's not about control, it's about collaboration. This principle becomes even more evident when we understand the impact of small changes in focus. Energy follows the direction of your attention, and this is where transformation happens. Imagine a magnifying glass directed at sunlight. Without the lens, the light is diffused, but with focus, it can ignite a flame. The same is true of your intention. When you adjust your focus, even subtly, your energy intensifies and your results change. This perspective finds support in the fascinating world of quantum physics. In this realm, the traditional rules of our physical world give way to infinite and surprising possibilities. One of the most revealing concepts is superposition, the idea that a particle can exist in multiple states simultaneously until it is observed. But what does this mean in a spiritual context? It means that our reality is also a range of possibilities until we decide where to place our attention. Another striking concept is quantum entanglement. Imagine two particles connected, no matter where they are in the universe. Changing the state of one instantly affects the other, even if they're light years apart. Now think about this in terms of human energy. The connection we feel with people, even across great distances, could reflect this same dynamic. Our intentions, thoughts, and emotions travel through these invisible connections, influencing more than we might realize. The observer effect reveals something fundamental. The simple act of observing transforms what is observed. When you focus on something, you're not just noticing, you're shaping it. If you observe a problem, it seems to grow, but if you focus on the solution, it begins to manifest. This isn't just an inspiring idea. It's a practical truth that can be felt in daily life. To apply this, start with something simple. Choose a moment in your day to pause and consciously observe a situation without judgment. Feel what is present: emotions, thoughts, sensations. Ask yourself, What is this energy trying to show me? This small act of observation changes how you connect with the flow around and within you. Chakras and inner harmony. Within you are energy centers that maintain harmony between the body, mind, and spirit. These centers are known as chakras, a concept originating from the spiritual traditions of Hinduism and Buddhism. Over time, it has transcended cultural boundaries and gained significance in various spiritual and wellness practices. The word chakra means wheel or disc in Sanskrit, referencing how these centers spin and distribute energy throughout the body. The traditional chakra system encompasses 7 main chakras, each located along the spine, from the base to the crown of the head. Each chakra is associated with a color, a frequency, and specific aspects of life, such as security, creativity, expression, and spiritual connection. When these centers are balanced, we feel vibrant, clear, and at peace. However, when one or more chakras are blocked or out of balance, it can manifest as low energy, mental confusion, or even physical ailments. A practical example is the heart chakra, located in the center of the chest. It is connected to love, compassion, and relationships. When balanced, you feel a deep connection with yourself and others. But when it's blocked, you might struggle to trust or express emotions. To balance it, simple techniques like meditating with a focus on your breath and visualizing green light filling the center of your chest can be very effective. These practices don't need to be complicated. A basic technique for balancing chakras is mindful breathing. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and imagine energy flowing through each of the 7 chakras, starting at the base of the spine and moving up to the crown of your head. Visualize each chakra as a sphere of light, clearing and energizing with each breath. This practice doesn't take much time and can be done anywhere. Yoga and meditation are also powerful tools for aligning the chakras. Specific yoga poses stimulate certain chakras, while guided meditation can help bring your mind into a state of energetic harmony. These practices, rooted in ancient traditions, have stood the test of time because they integrate the physical and spiritual in a deeply connected way. Now, expanding on how these energies influence the mind, we can explore the power of perception. Your mind is like a movie projector, creating films that shape how you see reality. If you constantly project images of failure, fear, or doubt, it reflects in your behavior and experiences. But here's the secret. You can change the movie. Rewriting these internal narratives starts with identifying negative patterns. Pay attention to your thoughts in challenging situations. When something goes wrong, do you think, "I can never do this," or "this always happens to me"? These are the mental scripts you're replaying automatically. The good news is that, just like a director adjusts a script, you can adjust your internal stories. A powerful strategy is positive visualization. This practice is used by athletes, musicians, and leaders worldwide. For instance, a basketball player who repeatedly imagines the ball going into the hoop isn't just daydreaming. They're training their brain to create that reality. Visualization activates parts of the brain that build confidence and clarity. You can apply this to your own life. Choose an area where you feel challenged. Before facing a difficulty, close your eyes and imagine yourself overcoming it successfully. Feel the emotions of accomplishment, see the details, and hear the sounds. The more vivid the visualization, the more it will influence your perception and actions in the real world. Ancient practices and modernity. The idea that we are separate from the world around us is one of the greatest illusions of the human mind. Everything that exists, from the tiniest subatomic particle to the farthest galaxies, is interconnected by a single field of energy. This invisible connection is not just a spiritual belief. It is supported by scientific discoveries such as quantum physics and unified field theory. Imagine for a moment a giant spiderweb. Each thread represents an energetic connection, and every movement on any part of the web reverberates throughout the entire structure. This is the relationship between you, the world, and the universe. What you feel, think, and do not only affects you, but ripples through this universal web. Yet, the mind, in its quest for control, creates the illusion of separation. It categorizes, divides and interprets the world into me and other. This fragmented view fuels feelings of isolation, fear, and conflict. Unity, on the other hand, is the underlying truth. When you dissolve the idea of separation, you realize that you are not just connected to the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself through your consciousness. This small exercise is a gateway to understanding that separation is merely a veil created by the mind. Ancient practices such as Tai Chi, mindfulness, and pranayama help us reconnect with this unity. Tai Chi, for instance, is an energetic dance that harmonizes the body's movements with the flow of vital energy, known as Qi. Every gentle motion expresses a connection with the whole, as if the body is conversing with the universe. Mindfulness teaches us to be present, to perceive the moment as it is without judgment. This presence dissolves the mental barriers that make us believe in separation. Pranayama, the breathing practices of yoga, regulates the flow of energy through the body, balancing the energy centers and fostering a deeper sense of unity. In modern times, these practices have been integrated into unexpected contexts. Companies use them to reduce stress and boost creativity. Athletes adopt them to improve focus and performance. Schools introduce them to help children develop self-awareness and empathy. This fusion of ancient wisdom and contemporary science not only validates these practices, but also makes them more accessible to everyone. By embracing these practices, you begin to realize that everything is interconnected, not just on a spiritual level, but also in how we live our daily lives. When you become aware that your energy affects everything around you, you start to take responsibility for your impact on the world. This is the essence of awakening to energetic consciousness. This awakening isn't a grand event. It's a process, a series of small changes that, over time, transform your perception and your reality. It begins with simple choices, a moment of mindful breathing, an act of kindness, a positive thought. These actions, though they may seem insignificant, have a cumulative effect, creating ripples that resonate far beyond what we can see. To start this journey of reconnection, a simple yet profoundly effective practice is mindful breathing. It requires no more than 2 minutes of your day and can be done anywhere. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose while counting to 4, hold it for a moment, and slowly exhale through your mouth while counting to 6. As you do this, visualize the air flowing in and out, connecting you to everything around you, the environment, people, and the universe. This small moment of mindfulness helps to quiet the mind, dissolve the illusion of separation, and restore energetic harmony, allowing you to begin to tangibly feel your connection to the whole. Mindful breathing is a practical and accessible tool, perfect for integrating into your daily life, even with a busy routine. Here's how you can use it at different times to reconnect and harmonize your energy. Upon waking, before getting out of bed, take a minute for mindful breathing. Breathe deeply in through your nose for a count of 4, hold for a moment, and exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. As you breathe, visualize your energy expanding, like a soft light growing with each breath. This helps you start the day with clarity and purpose, creating a balanced, energetic foundation. During stressful moments, if you feel anxious or pressured at work, pause for 2 minutes and focus on your breathing. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and follow the same deep breathing pattern. Imagine that as you exhale, you're releasing tension and negative thoughts, and as you inhale, you're bringing in calm and strength. This simple practice can transform your response to stress, giving you back control over your energy. Between activities, use mindful breathing as a bridge between tasks. Before starting a meeting, replying to emails, or tackling an important task, take 3 deep breaths. This clears your mind, renews your focus, and aligns your energy with what's coming next. Before sleep, at the end of the day, lie down in a quiet, dark place. Breathe deeply as you imagine releasing any weight or worry accumulated throughout the day. Visualize a relaxing light flowing through your body, calming every muscle. This practice helps you transition from the day's busyness into a state of rest and renewal. While waiting, turn routine moments like waiting in line or sitting in traffic into opportunities to practice mindful breathing. Instead of checking your phone or worrying, focus on your breath. Feel the air flowing in and out, and imagine yourself connecting to the universal energy that flows through everything. By integrating mindful breathing into these small intervals, you not only improve your energy and balance, but also transform your day into a series of moments of connection and harmony. It's a simple practice, but with consistency, it has the power to create profound changes in how you live and interact with the world. And before you go, I want to tell you that I've prepared a special video to help you take the next step on this journey. It will dive even deeper into everything we've discussed here, with transformative practices and insights that can completely change the way you perceive and work with your energy. So don't leave just yet. Click on the video that's appearing on the screen now, and let's meet there. This is the perfect moment to continue exploring your full potential. I'll be waiting for you.